They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Throwing right away is Williams. That's complete. Romadunze.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Well, that's the second time in this opening drive alone that he's dropped the pass. We know that that can't continue, but they got to determine what it's about. Is he just super amped for the game and maybe he'll settle in, or is his focus just not there?
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a ball. You still feel paralyzed about friends just having kids, they ain't had enough. Still used to having a world with no love. What's the use of having a light with no love? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the...
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
In motion, that's Tolbert. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And outbounds right around the 20. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Johnson. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
to the hood, like moved out the hood, like you trying to pull me back.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught left side, Burden. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw, it's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard, because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in position to score points with that big-time return.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Ready to go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now second and 9 from the 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that would get to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
To throw, Williams. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have regained the lead.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to
Santos now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pickens going in motion left. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion, that's Tolbert. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.